Hello friends, once again this is one more session on the SAP roles and authorization. This is session 5. In this session we will look into how to control the custom reports for the SAP roles and authorization. We already have completed 4 sessions on this topic. If you are a beginner, I will recommend you to go through all the sessions in the series. So the session 1 talks about the introduction, authorization, evaluation, role creation, etc. And in session 2 we have the types of roles. Session 3 talks about the design to development. Session 4 how to perform SAP role audit. So when it comes to custom report, in the beginning of the report, based on the selection parameters that we give, we need to do the authority check. So the function module that we will be using is authority underscore check. Either we can use the standard function module, or we can copy this function module and create your own and utilize it as expected. So now we will get into the SAP system and see how the authority check is being used in the custom report. So we are inside the SAP system now. So I will explain only with the how the function module will work. Okay, the same thing can be adapted inside the reports. So go to SAP, only the function module. So this authority underscore check is the function module. So I have already have a preloaded data. So you can see here I am giving the user number, user ID, object, and the field, and this user ID is used so that it will be also an input parameter. This object will be used. So whatever you wanted to do, like if you wanted to evaluate this report should be restricted to a plant, then we can use the object plant related object and the field whatever is there, and also the field value. Okay, so when you pass this input parameter, and then you will get the output. So I'm going to execute this. You can see here the exception message is coming as user not authorized. So this can be used to evaluate in the report, and we can restrict the user to execute the report. Now the same way I will show how if the authorization is successful. I'm going back. I'm using the same function module. One second. I'm using the same function module. I'm going to execute this. I'm taking a test data from the older one. Okay. Now you can see the user is given, the object is given. This is a different object. This is for a bill of material validation. This is the object field and the value. So this is the authorization object, this is the field, and this is the value. So like this, you can see that you will be able to give multiple field value, but all this can be done only for one object. Okay, so in case if you wanted to do multiple authorization object check, like I have to check for bomb type, I have to check for routing type and plan. There are 3-4 things. Then we have to perform this, we have to pass this in a loop, and then we have to perform that. Okay, so let us see how it's working now. Okay, you can see here the user is authorized, so that's what the output is coming. So that means when you are using this report, now we can allow the report to move on the next steps. So I have explained how in any custom report the authority check will be performed. So it is always better whenever we write the functional specifications, it is always better to include the authorization check. Generally, what happens is they plan to include at the end of the report, or once the at the end of the all the activities are done, but generally it gets skipped. So as a best practice, it is always better to have the authority object also listed inside the functional specification, so the developer can use this and build the required authorization checks for the custom report also. So that's all on this session. So I just wanted to give an overview on the details about how we can build the authorization for the custom report also. Okay, thanks for watching.